Heisman odds update. So the Heisman odds have now updated. I actually have them where it actually shows their odds this week and to kind of see where everybody got moved in. Two people got moved out. So we had last week, we had Carson Beck,
we had
Dillon Gabriel, Quinn Ewers, and Jalen Milroe. Do you know which two moved out this week?
I would assume Beck and Dart. Oh, wait, you didn't say Dart.
In Gabriel?
Yeah, I would assume Beck and Gabriel.
I have a feeling that I think it's going to be Quinn and Gabriel.
It might be Quinn and Gabriel. I know he had
I don't think that Quinn should have been moved out of the top 4, but I don't know. I think
my reasoning behind
Clemson.
My reasoning behind why I think he might be right on the Quinn Ewers things, because he went 3 touchdowns, 1 interception, whatever. That's so good. He didn't play the entire game. They did throw in the Arch Manning as well.
Yeah.
Hey, did you not see what Jalen Milroe was doing last week?
Bro.
Did he just say Jalen Milroe? I'm gonna beat this man with his own limbs. Anyways, just change the screen, please. I can't handle this.
Do you know which two moved in? Guess which two players moved
Dart
in.
and Ward.
Dart and who'd you say?
Cam Ward.
Ward. Yeah. Yeah, probably.
All right, so the two that moved in this week, which both of your things are wrong, semi.
Ward and Nico. Oh, Milroe
Another state of Hawaii right there. Another one. We got 2 Hawaiians up here, man. This is crazy. I'm telling you.
Really?
I'm telling you, bro. The state of Hawaii, like if 𝗕𝘂𝘀𝗀𝘀 could keep these dudes, bro, his quarterback room would be deep as hell. He'd have like 7 guys on there right now that are first rounders.
You would just have half of the Arizona football team.
Dillon Gabriel plus 750 right now, so he stayed, but his odds went down. Carson Beck's odds went down, plus 850. Cam Ward snuck in, replacing Quinn Ewers at the number 3 spot, which we could that was probably the easiest guess right there. Just the week that he had it. And the school prestige has a lot to do with this. Like, let's be honest.
Look at me. Lane or Urban, you know what must be done.
And then Nico, I am Malavia.
Bless you.
I am Maliava. I am Maliava.
I am 5'7".
It is I am Maliava.
Okay.
I am Maliava. That's how you pronounce it.
Yeah. So anyway, Nico.
And then Nico.
Nico.
No. People gonna call him Nico the whole time, just like we call DJ. We call DJ DJU, regardless if it's Uyunglele. We already know how to pronounce his name at this point. By the time
Nico.
By the time he's in year 3, then we'd put him in there. Anyways, how do we feel about last week's performance for all these gentlemen?
I'm not surprised that Ward and Nico are here, but that's probably just because of the new wow factor, right? People I'm sure were throwing in bets, and so they had to adjust the odds in order to not lose money, just in case if those guys do win it, because people are throwing in the money on Ward looked great, Nico looked great. So I think it's more of a reflection of that. I don't think they're the 2 of the 4 most likely winners. I think that Quinn and Jalen are probably both more likely to win it than Ward and Nico. It's just they have to, the Vegas has to capitalize on the hype. You know what I mean? I'm just surprised that as a result, after Beck, some people may be misled by the score, so I understand that. But mostly for Dillon Gabriel, they were in the nail biter with Idaho, right? And he put up some solid numbers, but I'm a little surprised that he didn't move down simply because of that, the scoreboard, right? Because I think kind of likewise, right? I just kind of figured that he would see a slight decrease.
I think
I'm not shocked.
I think a good chunk of it is Vegas and also name value.
Yes.
And the teams that they play for. I'm not
That's absolutely correct.
I'm not surprised by Cam Ward.
Yeah.
That's the one that's not surprising. I'm surprised by Nico because they beat the crap.
I still would put Jalen over Nico.
I agree. Having Jalen at least at 4 and not Nico. Well, and then here's the thing. to act like that there's not influences of what they've done in the past too, and see how that's carried over. I'm surprised that they didn't have Jalen here. As far as now these are the odds. These are not like the official. I'm going by the odds because that's the best thing that we can go off of. I don't care about anybody's opinions. Like Vegas is what we're gonna go off of until the end, just to see where everybody moves. Fake Heisman race of Shador and Travis is not there. Oh, here we go. One Fly Migo coming in here trolling. K-Dub says Cam Ward played crazy in Gainesville on Saturday. Strong showing. What's up, fellas? How's it going, man? Appreciate you stopping by.
I really don't understand how Milroe dropped out. I know that he only threw 9 passes, but on 9 attempts, he threw for 200 yards, 3 touchdowns, was only sacked once. He carried the ball 10 times for 79 yards and also rushed for 2 touchdowns. You're telling me 5 total touchdowns, no turnovers with like peak efficiency is not good enough to stay in the top 4. I'm just baffled that Nico more so passed Milroe, because while Nico did look good, they were playing against Chattanooga. And Western Kentucky's better than Chattanooga.
I was going to say, if that's the case, then you can look at like Brady Cook or Jackson Dart. Then,
yeah, I
think they looked better than
Nico. He looked all right. Just like I'm gonna say this is controversial. Cam Ward looked except for that one pass in the back of the end zone was the shit though. But everything else, beating up and Sawyer will tell you this: the secondary for Florida is not that good. And then you have Xavier
is non-existent. The defense is just non-existent in general. So, the amount of here's
and we told you about Cam. We said this. He has an amazing first couple games every year.
He has an amazing first couple of games. Here's another thing as well. There were so many, and he got picked off on one of them. There were so many cross-body throws, but because it's Florida's defense, it works.
And Xavier Restrepo. Let's not. That motherfucker balled out. Ooh,
and it quite literally picked off on one of those cross-body throws to our best players, which is Pop Howard and Shamar James. Everybody else on that defense is not good. The pass rush was non-existent.
From what I've been reading about the interviews and everything of Will Stein and Dan Lanning, is that they were putting in third stringers even in throughout this game to see what they got as far as depth. This is a tune-up game from them. That's what they said. Dylan Gabriel, of course, had 49 passes. They were implying that they could have ran the score up on this team if they really wanted to. I don't know. Why would you even let it get this close to be scared? I like Oregon, but I don't really believe in that. Now, y'all did make an interesting point. If I had to put somebody on here, I'm had to put my man Jackson Dart, bro. That dude was throwing downfield passes last week that I was like, man, if I was his quarterback coach on the sideline, I'd be smiling, bro. He balled out, man, and he was balling out like he was a sniper rifle. Now I don't know how what's going to happen later on in the season, but brother, he was really good too, man. This was, I mean, to be honest, Ashton Genty, by the way that he was playing, you could throw him up there. That dude had 6 touchdowns last week. Actually, how is he not in here? 267 and 6 touchdowns. That's nutty. How's Tedderone McMillan not up here either?
Yeah, I am actually a little surprised that he wasn't a little higher.
Or Noah Fafita.
Yeah, like I know they played New Mexico, but it's like, well, Nico played Chattanooga. Like Gabriel played Idaho. You know?
Yeah. Oh, don't ever disrespect Matt Corral like this. We will not take this disrespect in the chat today. Matt Corral.
Corral was him in Illinois.
Corral was him, bro. I don't know what people were watching when he was there. He was him. The only thing against Matt Corral was his size. That was it. If he was as big as Jackson Dart, it'd be over. He would have been a first-round pick. You kidding me? Dana said Jalen Milroe threw 7 for 9, 200 yards, 3 touchdowns, and then sat the rest of the Western Kentucky. So I can't say I'm surprised he dropped out, but it wasn't his performance that did it per se. Yeah, I don't know what Hayden was talking about. He was saying that he was supposed to drop out. I don't agree with that. Put Jalen back in there. And Nico just looked all right to me. I mean, did anybody else watch that game and just be like, I mean, you got some little precise passes over the middle. You're doing what you're supposed to do. But I didn't see anything like, he didn't have a highlight like the Cam Ward highlight in the back of the end zone, or the Jackson dart, the 3 times he threw them darts downfield, like, no pun intended. Or Carson Beck in the second half of that game throwing it to London Humphreys. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, 𝗕𝘂𝘀𝗶𝗲𝗀 just threw it 49 times. I mean, honestly, he should have dropped in the rankings. I don't agree with him still being at number 1.
I agree.
Yeah. So, I mean, I still don't think Shedeur should be up there. I just don't against North Dakota State. If you did want to put somebody from Colorado, you could fight for Travis Hunter because he plays both ways.
Yeah.
But
and only missed like 2 snaps.
Yeah, because his helmet popped off. That's it.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
I don't know. I don't know who else you would put up here, but those are like, this was a great week 1, man. If you missed any of these games, I just severely had to understand what you didn't like. The LSU USC game was electric. We were constantly like, oh my God, down to the last whistle, that whole game. Yeah, it was amazing. But that is the Heisman odds as far as week 1 is concerned. So we had some movement, gentlemen. I didn't think we were going to have any movement. I thought the 4 guys are going to stay to 4 guys.
Yeah.
I didn't think Cam Ward was going to get as much love from the odds makers as he was. But let me go back to that real quick. Did we have any like major?
When are we going to do the Florida coaching odds update?
Soon,
One of those graphics getting up.
Once y'all lose to A&M.
Yeah. So 2 weeks, got it.
Yep. That game's gonna.
What are the odds of Jimbo Fisher right now? Asking for a friend.
Hey, one Flamiga, I'll take that bet. I'll take that bet. Actually, I'll bet me 200. I'll take back my money this week. I wasn't uber confident on North Dakota State. I mean, I was confident, but I wasn't uber. Like, I knew there was a chance of doubt. But this week,
North Dakota.
This week, I don't think it's gonna be close. I think y'all are gonna get y'all ass kicked.
North Dakota was the one that was like, I mean, we could see it. It would come down to like a 1 possession game.
You know, Coach Prime messed up by saying this, right? Last time he took it personal. This week he was like, "Oh, Matt Rule's a great coach." Oh, you already lost. You ain't think you should have took it personal like you did last time. Let's do that Dante 100 because that defense was trash. Oh, you have a little self-doubt there. Yeah, that defense was bad.